This is a video for everybody that's considering or is on weight loss medication and you're over 30. Yes, in your 20s, you are full of energy and can go out there and run for miles and may not even have the added complications of commitments such as stupidly long hours in jobs, children, or other things. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have these issues, but bear with me. By the age of 30, I know that I had tried a ton of weight loss techniques. Soups and shakes, juice fast, water fast, intermittent fasting, going to the gym, changing my sleep pattern, carnivore. Carnivore, it's not a circus, carnivore, paleo, vegetarian, vegan. I've tried the cabbage soup diet, the maple syrup diet, Weight Watchers, Slimming World. Like, the list is absolutely endless. I demolished my body going to the gym for 3 months in a row, in which I just realized it just isn't for me. But by the age of 30, you've tried these things, right? This is where I hit 40 and I realized that there's not many people at my size, right? He says, adjusting his t-shirt to make sure he looks pretty. I started this journey at close to 27 stone about 3 months ago. And I've lost 2 stone so far. I've taken a holiday for 2 weeks in the middle of that, and I went to Dubai. I've gone through some personal life changes as well. So there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of stopping and starting, but I was still able to lose 2 stone in 3 months. When was the last time you was able to lose 2 stone in 3 months and not feel like you've starved yourself, not feel sick because all you've eaten is steak every day, every week, every month? I found that GLP1 medications fit into my life a bit better. I take my jab, and it's a single jab, once a week, Sunday evening, once my kids are in bed. It helps lower my appetite throughout the week. It helps aid with my digestion, and it helps get rid of that nagging food noise. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you've got to get the kids to school, got to get yourself ready for work, and all you're thinking about is, oh, I could eat something in the morning, but I don't have time. You get to the middle of the day, and because you've not eaten in the morning, or all you've been able to do is power down something horrible, you're dreaming about what you can eat at lunch or at tea, you're snacking on random stuff, then you're dealing with the family stress, all the work stress. These medications have made my life so much easier. And because I know that there were certain things that just couldn't work for me, these jabs have kind of saved my life. They've also helped give me back parts of me that I've slowly lost over the years. I started gaining weight at around about half a stone a year. And sometimes it'd go up and sometimes it'd go down. But pretty much from my late 20s, I'd put on half a stone a year every year until I got to where I was now. And over that period of time, as you get older, once you hit your 30s, you start to roll the dice on your birthday, every birthday. Here you go, double 6. Well done. That's back pain. That's yours for the rest of your life. Oh, your knee doesn't work anymore. Enjoy. And on top of that, you're putting on weight and getting more stress and has more issues. Dropping this weight has helped me so much. I feel more energetic. My back pain's completely disappeared. The medication in itself, I feel, has helped me towards knocking my Diet Coke habit on the head. I was drinking 5-6 cans of Diet Coke a day. Now, 1, 2 at most. I barely drink tea anymore. In fact, I can't remember the last time I had a cup of tea that was actual tea because I went decaf months ago. I was eyeing up bariatric surgery for a while as well. Like, you don't get into your 30s having yo-yo dieted and not considered it. My sister had bariatric surgery a few years back and she's done fantastically well with it. It's really helped her life. Certainly helped her from all the other situations. She had hypertension. She was getting blinding headaches. It was terrible. But I'm sure nowadays that if she had the choice between the bariatric surgery that she had, I don't know, must have been 5-6 years ago now, or she could take a weekly GLP1 medication jab, then I think she'd go with the GLP1s. But the difference is she needed to lose her weight immediately. And the drop off on bariatric surgery is immense, whilst GLP1 still is a day-to-day diet, a day-to-day exercise kind of ish thing. If you're considering taking GLP1 medication in your 30s or later, like the amount of people that's in my community on this channel that are in this age bracket like me, right, is, I would say, a good 80% of my audience. But as I said, it just goes to show that's because, yes, you could go on these medications earlier in life. Yes, you could probably get hold of them, but let's be honest, you can cause more damage to yourself. You can put on more weight over 30 years than you can in 2025, right? If I'm putting on half a stone every year between the age of 20 and 25, that's 2.5 stone. If I put on half a stone between the age of 20 and 40, that's 10 additional stone. And I pretty much did that. So I guess this is me saying to you, if you're watching this and you're considering going on GLP-1 medications, and you're, in your 30s or 40s, I truly, honestly recommend it. It's completely changed my life. It's helping with my mindset. It's making me feel better mentally, because I was going through a very hard time in my family and personal life. I had a lot of personal stress on me. I also had depression because of the stress that I was going through due to the things at home. And on top of that, you're feeling depressed, so I'd comfort eat. And then you comfort eat because you're eating and you're putting on weight. This has stopped that negative cycle. And since being on this jab within the last 3 months, I've been able to start building that support network around me in a more positive light, listening to more positive people, feeling more positive in myself. Losing those 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds a week in the first few weeks really help you because you feel that motivation. And then once my back pains started to subside and completely disappear, that really helps you there as well. Okay. I could go back to a Weight Watchers or a Slimming World, and I could, pay 20, 30, 40 pounds per week. And I could go out there and buy a load of Slimming World meals that deliberately an extra pound on top of what they happen to be because they've got the Weight Watchers logo on it. And that could, over the course of a month, cost me 250, 300 pounds per month, right? In which then I still have to sit in those meetings and feel awkward. I'm an introvert. I work from home. I don't like people, right? The only people I like are the people that I choose to interact with. Put me in a room full of strangers that get to see how fat I am and hear my fat story. I don't like that. Or I could spend 150, 200 pound a month on this jab, which I truly believe will only ever go down in price, right? Because yes, they are brand new kind of medications now, but case in point, like the little blue pill that everybody was talking about when it first came out 10, 15 years ago, now they're nowhere near the cost, right, of what they used to be. I am not aware of what retail price they were when they first came out, right? But you can buy them on the open market now. You can buy them in like Med Express. You can walk into like Boots, the chemist, and you can find Cytofel or Viagra knocking around. I said little blue pill at the start just to kind of make it less obvious, but yeah, you get my point. GLP-1 medications, the Mojab that I'm on, has truly been life-changing for me. I can now see a light at the end of the tunnel. There was no way this time last year I sat there at the age of 40, 27 stone going, I've got to lose like 5 stone next year to even stand a chance of being healthy. Oh no, think of all that lettuce. I'm 2 stone down in 3 months. I could possibly hit 5 stone lost by Christmas. And that's a conservative estimate. I'm really, really grateful for this. And if you have a look at the comment sections down below, you'll see how other people have been impacted by this. In fact, if you're on GLP-1 medication, tell me your success story. Tell me how you're dealing with this. Tell me why you started GLP-1 rather than doing exercise or bariatric surgery, right? Honestly, everyone that's on this channel has been so helpful and kind to me, and we're all in the same boat. And it's really helped me lose my weight because I'm Alan Spicer. I'm losing it. Are you?